Hey guys, on here, we are back for episode 8 of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. Last episode, Yamamoto was struck down by Yubak. Ichigo, seeing all of the souls just dissipating from Soul Society, filled him with enough despair that he tapped into his Quincy powers and allowed him to break free of his cage and re-enter Soul Society, just in time to save Akon and then witness Byakuya pass on. But before he did, he imparted upon him a request to save Soul Society, so Ichigo goes out to fulfill that. However, after engaging Yubak himself, he swiftly is outmatched the entire way through, and the whole conflict ends with his Zanpakuto being busted in half. Left powerless, it's strucken with awe, Yubak and his lieutenants, and all the other Stern Ritter just leave. Call off their attack and return. And that's where we're left, man. You know, it had some pretty hype fighting in it between Ichigo and Yubak. Even if he was holding back, the fight sequence itself was brilliant and breathtaking. But overall, it was a little bit of a downer of an episode, man, leaving you a little bummed in the end. But I'm excited to see where we go. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. So if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access as well. It is in watch-along format, so you'll need your own footage to sync up with the time codes and my reaction to the entire episode. You also get the same thing for all the other shows that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, or trying to make it worth your while since you are going to support the channel. But of course, I know not everybody can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. But with that all said and out of the way, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop into this episode. This one is called The Shooting Star Project Zero Remix. Here we go. I'll be honest, I'm surprised anybody's alive right now with how thoroughly they got rocked. You know, aside from the few captains and whatnot that we saw clearly survive, I'm surprised that any of the peons made it through.
泣かなくとも良いのです、イサネ。4番大社を動くな。何があっても。それが総隊長が私たちに下された最後の命令だったのですから。
Now Kyoraku's got his own little eye patch. Man, I love this song, man. I forget. I do think that they said that they were splitting up this arc into like a couple of different smaller seasons. How many episodes was it supposed to be for each segment? Oh, thank God.
Ichigo, Rukia-chanとAbaraiの手術が終わった。
No.
Man, I love Shinji.
Ichigo.
Rukia, お前喋って大丈夫なのかよ。
今容体は安定していると言っていただろう。聞いていなかったのか。て
めえ、口だけは元気そうじゃねえか。
Ichigo, ソウルソサイティを守りに来てくれたのだな。ありがとう。
当たり前だろ。まあ今回俺何もできなかったけどな。アホか。お前が敵の親玉追っ払ったんやんけ。お前が来てへんかったらもっと無茶苦茶になっとったわ。
Yeah.
もっとシャキッと胸張らんかいボケ。平子。
He bought enough time to hold him off at least.
黒土隊長がお呼びです。残白刀の件で。
イチゴはなぜあんな辛そうな顔をしていたのでしょう。
あいつも大変やったみたいやからな。残白刀もおられてもうたし、結局誰も助けられへんかったし。
And he learned a big old truth about himself too. That's a part of it. It's not all of it. Yeah. That's it, man. Like a true friend would know. Oh God! Yes! Thank God! They may never regain consciousness.
これ以上何を受け入れろというのだ。よせ、みっともねえ。みっともないだと。貴様らは総隊長殿に恨みがあるからそう落ち着いていられるのだ。なんだと？やめろソイフォン。叫びたいのが貴様だけだと思うか。はいはいはいはい。無理？なんでだよ。あんた自分の残白と折ってから直したりしてたろ。
バカかね私のは今のは視界の話残白刀の破壊は視界と挽回でまるで意味が異なる破壊された挽回は二度と元には戻らないのだよ
なんだよそれじゃどうすれば
私だ
What is he doing here?
わかった。すぐに向かうよ。ついてきたまえ、黒崎一護。君は会っておいた方がいい。私はみじんも会いたくなどないがね。ゼロ番隊様のお出ましだよ。
Zero, man.
それは 天中連大使はいない全員が隊長そしてその5人の総力は13体全軍以上だ
Oh man.
と違うのが出てきよったな。何すんねんこら。
久しぶりだね、シンジ。ひよりちゃんは一緒じゃないのかい？珍しい。
久しぶりって誰やねんお前。
やだよ、信じたら。そんな変わっちゃいないだろう。腹減った。
What in the world?
久しぶりだな、うの花。どうだ。俺が教えた治療の技はきっちりやってんだろうな。
もちろんです。
恩師が黒崎一護か。今回は霊王のご意志で後手13体を立て直しに来た。まずは黒崎一護、恩師を上へ連れて行く。
ふざけるな！ゼロ番隊がどれだけ偉いか知らぬが、精霊帝がこんなになるまで上でほうけていた連中が今頃出てきて13体を立て直したと。ふざけるのも大概にしろ。
話を進めるぞ。そんじゃ
おい、
うるせえよ。
なんだ今の動きは。
God damn.
こっちのセリフだ。おめえらなんだ。後手13体だろうが。おう。いてえなちくしょう。後にせえと言うたろうが。こっちの要件を済ませるのが先じゃ。
必要ない。連行名簿にあったものはすべてすでにここに揃えてある。
Wow. Whoa.
その球体に入っている3名はいずれも今精霊帝を出ては危険な状態です。連れて行かれるわけにはいきません。だから
連れて行くんだろうが。おめえも分かってるはずだぜ。この3人はおめえの力じゃ全開には戻せねえ。分かってんだろう、レッツ。 ことは治療なんかじゃねえってことは。
研究室にも侵入したのか。相変わらず舐めた真似をしてくれるね。
侵入だなどと相も変わらず大げさな。わらわが扉に手を添えたらスルリと開いただけのこと。ただわらわのおった頃よりも随分と鍵は緩かったの。
待ってくれよ。なんで俺まで連れて行くんだ。この程度の傷なら精霊帝で十分治るだろ。
分かっとる。恩師だけは別の理由で連れて行く。
別の理由？
どうも。いやー、お久しぶりです皆さん。どうもすいませんでした。ってあれ、なんかリアクション薄くないっすか？
よかった怪我してるけど元気そう。
井上、よかった元気そうじゃねえか。
私は大丈夫。
イチゴか。よかった。無事だった。
These kids are like, the fuck? I'm trying to talk here.
何やってんだお前ら。この声もしかして。
Yeah. It's Grimjo.
ご覧の通り、私たちは大丈夫です。あなたはあなたのために動いてください。自分で考えて決めていいんすよ。自分が本当にどう動きたいのかを。ああ、彼のことはご心配なく。いい契約が結べたんで。それじゃあまた。
ハゲのおっさん。
おう、わしか。
その霊王宮ってとこに行けば俺の天差残月を直せるのか。
そいつは無理だ。直すことはできん。だが霊王宮に行けば元の刀に近いものへと打ち直すことはできる。
わかった。
うん？
連れて行ってくれ霊王宮へ。
よし打ち上げるぞ。
And skaboosh.
言ったな。よかったのかよ、姉ちゃん。
I feel like we haven't seen them in forever.
おめえらもさっさと大空間連武道に戻れ。きっちり修行を手伝いよ。
Wait, is that? Yeah, the Fullbringers.
着いたぞ。ここが霊王宮だ。
Yo.
霊王宮ってのは王権ってのがないと入れないんじゃなかったのか。
うん、これじゃ。王権とはゼロ番隊に選別された際に霊王の力によって変質したわしらの骨のことを指す。故に霊王宮に入る方法は2つ。わしらの意志で中へ通すか、わしらと共に中へ通るか。愛禅宗介は王権を作ろうとした。つまり
Okay.
よーし、そこに立て。立ったな。いいか行くぞ。ぶっ飛ぶぞ。動くなよ。動くと死ぬからな。せーの。
ちょっと待ってくれ。
なんだよ。
俺これからどこ行くんだよ。霊王に会いに行くのか。
ああ、何眠てえこと言ってんだ。てめえなんかが霊王様に会えるわけはねえだろうが。
Oh my god, these guys are so much right now.
この俺様の麒麟殿に来てもらう。てめえら全員な。
なんだよこれ。
何って当時に決まってんだろうが。
何沈めてんだよ。死んじゃうだろ。っておい。
痛み切った霊圧を血と一緒に絞り出してんだ。向こうにある赤い温泉が見えるか。
血の池地獄って書いてあるぞ。
その血の池地獄にこってり絞り切ってスッカスカの白夜をぶっ込む。白骨地獄で血を抜き、血の池地獄で補給する。最終的には体中の腐れた血と霊圧を一滴残らずうちの湯と入れ替える。
Oh shit. That went by fast. Is there anything at the end of this one? Let's see. Yeah, something's here.
目覚めたようじゃな、レオ。
Ooh. Interesting. It's also interesting to me that they mentioned that Byakuya and Kenpachi were both in similar conditions, but they only took Byakuya with them up to the royal palace, knowing Zaraki's probably just going to like power through it on his own accord, just because he's just an insane beast of a creature, man. Otherwise, yeah, I got nothing about that one. Yeah, Squad Zero, I vaguely remember like their introduction. I just remember like mostly that they are just like an eccentric, odd band of people, man. And we already got that vibe right out of the gate with their intro. Just seeing like the court guard squads of the Seireitei question the structure is probably a good thing, because I think a lot of the viewers would definitely be raising the same questions. You know, Aizen threatened Soul Society and the balance of everything and all this stuff. Uebach showed up and laid waste to everything, and like this Squad Zero that's all stronger than the combined might of the entire 13 court guard squads, just kind of hanging out on their own while this all happens. It's like, and then they just address that. Even if it's not the best answer, it makes sense. I was like, our job is to protect the king. Your job is to protect the Soul Society. If you fail, what good are you? It's like, it's not a good excuse, but it does address it at least. Because, you know, things did get too out of hand. They easily could probably have stepped in and helped in any case. But seeing them work through everything, kind of talk through the events that have all transpired, everybody's emotions are high. Hyaraku's really kind of taking charge to keep everybody's heads level. That little moment with Rukia where Ichigo visited her, and just from that quick, barely conversation that they had before Ichigo had to run off to Mayuri's lab, she was able to pick up a sense of existential dread within Ichigo that he's trying to hide from them all so that they don't really worry. Yeah, I like that. This just goes to show just how close that they kind of became from the very beginning, that she can just kind of pick up these little undertones, like that she knows him that well enough. And then, of course, they still have not straight up showed him, but we heard his voice this time, and we saw his torso. It's definitely Grimmjow. So, I don't recall them ever really following up on that in the manga. So I'm hoping that they actually do in the show, because they kind of made that promise here. Is like we made an agreement with him regarding you or whatever. So whatever happens. I hope they follow through with it this time. Because I feel like that was one of those things that was brought up very briefly and then dropped completely as the manga was going on. And I know there's a lot of issues health-wise and stress-wise, time-wise, and all that stuff with when the manga was being written, that some of that stuff didn't get to make it into this. But as we've seen, they've already been fleshing out stuff, adding a whole lot of context and stuff that was left out. You know, they have been doing a lot of that. So I'm hoping that's one of those things that they kind of touch on a little bit. What I do remember, even though I don't remember details, I just remember that this section of the arc overall was one that I really was waiting each week. I recall waiting each week to just kind of get it over with. So I'm hoping that that's not the case with the anime. That it breathes some life and energy into it that kind of helps push through all of that. But so far, like I've said, I think they've done a fantastic job at kind of really laying out the stakes, you know, playing with the emotional depth of everything that took place here, and really giving it a lot of weight and stakes, and really did a good job of getting you invested in everything that was happening compared to the manga as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do, at least out of curiosity. But guys, what do you think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Mayuri Kurotsuchi, Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McGann, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for continued support, and everybody who's been supporting the channel and joining us here recently. Welcome, and love you guys so much. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.